Welcome to Unpacking Brain Drama. I'm Pratiti Pathak, and I am your host and your guide on this amazing self-discovery journey that we are in together. Welcome, Trailblazers, to another amazing episode of Unpacking Brain Drama. The last couple of weeks, I've been talking about your relationship with everything out there in the world and the hidden relationship behind every goal that you have. And today I kind of want to start getting into these different areas of your life, right? I focus on 10 main areas of your life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health, intimate relationships, family, social, network, your financial, your business, and your community. So I want to dive into all of these different relationships that we have in these different areas. And I want you to see how they quietly kind of shape our lives, if you will. This is a conversation that I'm having on a regular basis with all of my clients all the time. So I want to start sharing some of these conversations with you guys because I think it just makes a huge difference in our lives when we understand what's actually going on behind the scenes. I talk a lot about autopilot, and that's primarily where we live most of the time, right? So I couldn't think of a better place to start than our physical health and fitness, right? Because our relationship with our body really shapes and forms a lot of other areas, right? Like our ability to work, parent, have fun, enjoy, travel. Our physical health really makes a huge impact on our quality of life in all the other areas, right? Because whether you realize it or not, your body has been listening to every single conversation that you have with it, whether it's a good one, whether it's a positive one, or not, right? And it's been listening for years, decades, for as long as you're alive, right? Your body is listening to everything you say to it, whether it's quietly, internally, externally, out loud, sharing it with other people. Whatever you are thinking, saying, your body can hear it. And I mean all the cells in your body as well, right? Most people think that they believe they have maybe a weight problem or an exercise problem or an eating habit problem, right? Maybe it's food problems, right? Maybe people have allergies, and they just, they don't, they don't think anything beyond that. I don't believe that that's the case. I think most people have developed a relationship in these areas when it comes to their body, okay? And the relationship that they've developed over the years is what determines almost every choice they make, right? Think about how you speak to your body, right? When you look in the mirror, what's the first thing you notice, right? Is it your shape? Is it your flaws? Is it your stomach? Is it your wrinkles? Is it your age? Is it your weight, the number on the scale? Um, or is it positive things, right? Or do you thank your body? Do you appreciate everything it's carried you through? Right? Because your body is always listening to what you're telling it. So if you're every day you're telling your body that it's too big, right? It's too fat. It never looks good, right? Maybe you're saying things like you're overweight, you're not looking good, right? You've failed again, right? I hate how you look. I hate how you fit into my clothes, right? If your body is constantly hearing criticism and not love and compassion and care, imagine if someone spoke to your child that way every single day. What would you do? Would you expect that child to thrive? Probably not, right? So why do we expect our own bodies to flourish under constant attack, right? Constant criticism, constant judgment, constantly feeling like it's flawed. I mean, I can totally relate, right? Growing up, I know that I felt flawed and I felt like I wasn't good enough for so many years. And of course, I didn't flourish under that environment, right? In that environment, I didn't grow and blossom into this beautiful flower. No, I struggled for many, many years. So if you're constantly berating yourself and your image, every time you see yourself, it's kind of hard for your body to be like, let me become this beautiful thing, right? You have to love and give it some compassion. So let's start with the basic things that we automatically think of. Food, right? What you eat, your eating lifestyle, which is a factor, but it's not the problem, right? People tell me all the time that they just need to be more disciplined, right? I just need to be more disciplined. I need to have more willpower. I need to stop eating sugar and flour. Maybe that's true, right? But maybe it's not, because food usually isn't the problem. Food is often the solution. So it may be the type of food or how you're putting it together. I'm not going to get into the semantics of that type of stuff. It's solving something, okay? Food is most of the time a solution. It is solving something, okay? What is it solving? Stress? Is it solving loneliness? Is it solving celebration? Is it bringing us comfort? Is it providing an escape, right? Or is it giving us a reward, right? Or is it just catering to boredom, right? The question isn't, why can't I stop eating? The better question is, what relationship have I created with the food, right? What's the reason I'm eating? Has food become my comfort zone, right? Is it something I reward myself with? Has it become my best friend? Or is it just my distraction, right? Is it my emotional support? We have emotional support animals. Sometimes we have emotional support ice cream. Okay. Food isn't good and food isn't bad. It's simply revealing a relationship, okay, that we have with these different things, right? If we're emotionally eating, what emotion is it filling in the void for? Okay. If we're lonely and we're eating because there's nothing better to do, right? We're bored and we're lonely. So we're just sitting there and eating. That is the relationship with our ability to spend time with ourselves. So I want you to see that. I want to talk to you about a few different aspects of our life that affect our body and our physical health. Okay. Exercise. Okay. What is your exercise story, right? We have movement. Okay. We want to have movement. How many of us grew up believing that exercise was punishment, right? I mean, if you've ever been punished with give me 50 push-ups or give me 5 pull-ups, whatever it is, maybe that's the relationship you've built with it. So when you think I have to go to the gym, I have to burn these calories, I have to work this off. Notice the language, right? It doesn't sound like anything fun. It sounds like I have to, which equal punishment, obligation, right? Now imagine saying something different, like I get to move my body every single day. I get to move my body today and tomorrow and the next day, just because I love it and I feel like it, right? I get to strengthen my body. I get to go for a walk, right? I get to breathe fresh air while I'm out on that walk, right? Same activity, different relationship. Okay. One creates resistance and the other one creates gratitude. You want to feel thankful for your body. You want to feel thankful for the food. You want to feel thankful for the ability to move around. Some people can't get up and just go for a walk. Okay. You want to feel some gratitude around the fact that you can, right? And if you can't go for a walk, get some gratitude around going for a ride or pushing yourself in a wheelchair or any situation you have. There are ways that you can move your body, and I want you to have some gratitude around that. When weight becomes like a worthiness issue, that's when it becomes a problem, right? This one really just breaks my heart because somewhere along the way, so many of us start believing that their self-worth can be measured on a scale, not on a scale from 1 to 100, but on a weight scale, right? By their clothing size, by a number, right? As if somehow losing 10 pounds makes you more lovable, more successful, more enough, right? But your worth has never lived on a scale, and it never will, right? Weight is data. It's not identity, right? It's not the worth that you have, right? Please stop confusing the two if you are, okay? I want you to do something that, we say audit for everything. So let's do a little bit of a relationship audit, okay? Let's ask a few questions, okay? Let me ask you this. Do you care, like really care for your body? How hard it works for you every single day without you even have to think about it. Your heart keeps pumping blood throughout your whole body and distributing it to the other parts of your body, all the other organs in your body, all the cells, all the veins, all the nerves. Like your body is a machine that just keeps working, right? What are you doing for it in return? Are you constantly trying to fix it? Right? Are you caring for it, or are you just thinking it's got problems and flaws, so you're just constantly throwing like fix it band-aids on there, right? Or are you nourishing your body, or are you punishing it, right? Are you moving your body because you appreciate it or because you're angry with it, right? Do you speak to your body like you are speaking to somebody that you love, or someone you'll never be satisfied with? Think about that. I mean, really, those answers will tell you everything about your relationship with yourself when it comes to your body and your body image and what you see and how you feel when you look at it and think about it. It's got to be a personal reflection. Okay, I'll be honest. I've had to examine my own relationship with my body, and most people would think that I am skinny, right? I have always been somebody that's been at the gym. Growing up, though, however, I struggled with the opposite. I struggled with gaining weight. I always looked like this little olive oil twig of a girl, right? Just one straight board. And to be quite honest, I was embarrassed about my body because people would ask me all the time if I was anorexic or if I was, healthy. And I really was. I ate really well. I just had a fast metabolism. I was a very active kid. I was a tomboy. I used to play sports and I loved gymnastics and all the things that were basically, I did a whole lot of body movement. So I was always very skinny. But it was the opposite. Like I always wanted to cover up because I felt like people thought I looked sick, right? Like so many people, I've had moments where I believed my body needed to earn my love, right? Needed to earn my acceptance or other people's acceptance, other people's confidence. They need to be earned, right? But healing only began when I stopped asking, how do I fix this? Because I struggled. I really kept going to the doctor, like, how can I gain weight without just just eating 24 hours a day? Because that's clearly not working. I eat plenty, right? And then I decided to start asking, like, how do I build a healthier relationship with my body? right? What do I love about it? I loved that I was actually healthy. I loved that I did fit into all my clothes. Now, don't get me wrong. It was the opposite. They would always send me to the kids department because I guess big people clothes didn't quite fit me yet because I wasn't big enough. Right. And that question, just asking myself, what type of relationship am I having with this body of mine, kind of changed everything for me. So here's the challenge for this week for any of you who may be discovering through this episode that maybe your relationship isn't as close, healthy, wonderful as you thought it was, right? My challenge for you this week, I want you to get curious, but I want you to pay attention to how you're talking to yourself when it comes to your body, right? And it doesn't matter. It could just be a portion of your body. It doesn't have to be as a whole. You could be like, I can't, I have acne on my face, or, my breasts are not big enough. They're too big. There's a lot, these love handles, these legs, this waist, this butt, whatever it is, it could just be a portion of your body. But I want you to pay attention to how you're talking to it, whether it's your whole body or just pieces of it. Okay. Notice every time you have some judgment or criticism around it, right? Every I should and every I'm not enough, right? I want you to notice that. And then I want you to ask yourself this, like, would I ever speak this way to someone else, that anybody else? But would I speak that way to somebody that I deeply loved? Right? If the answer is no, because you should be somebody that you deeply love. Okay. If the answer is no, maybe it's time to begin creating a new relationship. Okay. I just want you to remember your body has feelings. We talk about that, right? Your body, it's emotional and it reacts in a chemical way. So when you're not feeling good about your body, it's producing more chemicals that are hurting the growth and the loss and all the things that make your body healthy. Okay, like cortisol. Okay, uh, just like every other area we've talked about, when you change the relationship, you change the pattern. When you change the pattern, you change the results. Lead your life by design, not by default. I want you to keep growing through what you go through. And if this episode resonates with you, then please, please, please listen to it again and then share it with somebody else who might need to hear it as well, because loving on yourself is what creates a better relationship. And then it allows your body to actually flourish and do all the healthy things that it's meant to do. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you, babies. I love you guys, Trailblazers, and it's always a pleasure being on here with you. I am going to be changing my time and date to Mondays at 9 a.m. on this channel, but it's going to be Mondays at 9 a.m. And I may be taking the whole month of August off. So I'll see you next week, Monday at 9.